flight attendant is trained to handle anything, from the routine
Check to see that your seatbelt is securely fastened.
to the terrifying.
Open the seatbelts! Get out!
And when that happens, training saves lives.
They call it boot camp, and we are, merciless.
I'm gonna feel like a huge failure if I do get sent home today.
Before any flight attendant takes off, she must be prepared for the possibilities no one likes to think about. Because keeping passengers comfortable is easy. Keeping them safe, that's the hard part. The preparation begins at flight attendant school. In this episode of Flight Attendant School,
you're gonna walk in the shoes of some of your fellow employees.
I'm like out of breath.
I'd rather deal with people than bags because that's tough work. We're gonna go to a challenge course.
All right, go fly!
I don't want to.
Bags are packed. I am ready to go. On a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
the flight attendant trainees are ready for another day in the classroom learning emergency procedures. But top instructors Frank and Pam have planned a long day at the airport for them.
All right, you're gonna walk in the shoes of some of your fellow employees. The Walk a Mile in My Shoes program is really a way for our flight attendant students to learn what some of the other roles are in the operation by actually physically doing other jobs here at Frontier.
This is a great opportunity, you guys. How many of you have ever wanted to park an Airbus? Hello. Hello.
As she faces her next training challenge, Annie wants to show her instructors she'll do whatever it takes to succeed at Frontier, so she can follow in her family's footsteps.
I feel some extra pressure because my mom is a first officer, but she also works around the ground office a lot as well. I'm not sure if the instructors expect more from me because my mom is a pilot and around here, but I'm sure that they'll notice if I don't do very well.
The trainees will perform some of the jobs that must be done before a flight takes to the air. While it is a day of general learning, like every exercise, their performances are evaluated.
My name's Fred Bass. I'm the manager on duty for passenger service. This is Trevor Lang. He's actually the manager on duty for our ramp. Your trainers told us that you were here to do a walk a mile. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys do some of the things that we do here at the airport. We're going to start out the ticket counter. You're going to get a little bit of ticket counter training, throw some bags. You're going to be working on the ramp, which means you're going to be throwing bags onto planes, pulling them off of planes. Down in the bag room where you actually pull them off of a carousel and put them on the carts. So I guess we'll get going.
I think the instructors prepare us very well for all the expectations, and if we fail, it's our own fault.
Okay, so you guys are just going to hang out at each end here.
Okay.
And direct people to each open position.
All right.
So you want to ask her if she's going to Tulsa?
Yes.
This woman here?
So you're going to Tulsa?
Okay. And there you go. So you just rip that off there. And go ahead and grab her bag. And wheels up.
Wheels up?
Yep.
Oh, whoops,
There
I
you
just
go.
did one backwards. Yeah. My flight is at 12.
I can't do anything with that. Nope. I'm just directing traffic and I'm training. We are kind of learning the ticket counter and how that works, so I'm just directing people to where they need to go. I think I'm helping. I hope I'm helping. Jeremy, this is stressful.
It is stressful, isn't it?
You're asking me questions I don't know.
Let's see here. Danielle Rocha. Huh?
Groscia. That's Italian, right?
Italian.
Yeah.
Italian. Okay.
I worked at the ticket counter today. I actually got to do the job quite a bit because I was working with the customer service trainee as well.
Annie's on the ticket counter, checking people in. The ticket counter's hard to work. There's so many questions and so many things that can go wrong, so Annie may have been a little stressed.
I'm like out of breath.
Coming up on Flight Attendant School.
She's going to be doing the laugh truck.
Oh, got one that filler.
At Denver International Airport, the trainees are spending a day trying out different jobs at Frontier. Worn out from the ticket counter, Annie's now on the tarmac waiting for her next task.
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yeah.
I told you she'd volunteer.
This better be good.
It's lav.
Oh, it's good. You're going to like it, trust us.
It's a lav truck.
Great job.
It's a lav truck?
The lav truck is the vehicle used by the Frontier ground crew to empty the airplane's lavatory tanks.
Do I need these gloves?
Yeah, you're gonna no. Some rubber. We're going to get you some rubber ones.
All right.
Those are for you.
Well, I guess I wasn't thinking of lav truck. I've never heard that term before, and then it kind of made sense walking to it.
Now you're armed and ready.
For the lav truck today, we first met up with the man who usually has that job. We went up to the plane and had to configure the pipes in different ways. And there's one pipe that's the dirty pipe and one that's the clean one, not to be confused.
Oh, you got one that's a spiller.
Did you guys rig this? That was sanitary blue juice. That was not from the lavatory. I had blue juice spill all over me, which is very clean disinfectant. Apparently it was a runner. The runner just means that it was not completely latched all the way, so it starts spilling down, which is a great surprise. For my first time.
Meanwhile, up in the cargo hold, Heather is trying to impress the baggage handlers.
So where's all of our bags? Oh, look, here comes the strollers. How do we do this? Can you put it up here?
Heather. Heather, have you stacked anything? Throw it in.
Yeah! I'm working! Maybe not.
I don't think Heather had a problem with lifting the bags because she usually got another ramper. She flirted with them and they would easily put it up for her. She was just enjoying the day.
Oh, Flip, you lost this thingy.
Okay, tighten that on.
Okay.
Now drop your valve. Nothing's going to happen this time. Trust me. Okay, now you want to take your coupling. This thing facing you.
All the way left.
Hold that aside. Turn to the right. There you go. You get to know everybody personally.
That's the way I don't want to know most people, okay?
You get to know everyone personally.
When stuff spilled on me, I was just thinking to get the heck out of there, is what I was thinking.
I don't think you want these in.
No, I think they're good.
A few terminals down, Chris has joined up with the aircraft cleaning crew.
We're responsible for cleaning the seats. We have to make sure that they're covered and ready to just sit into the aircraft when we go to the aircraft. We're responsible for cleaning the labs, a total of 3 labs. Now, in addition, we also are responsible for the pillows and the blankets.
When a Frontier plane lands in Denver, it's only on the ground for 45 minutes, giving the cleaning crew just 7 minutes to clean the entire airplane. As a former flight attendant for a smaller airline, Chris used to clean planes between flights. It's something he hoped he'd never have to do again.
So we're going to clean the plane that just came in, do the lab, change any seat cushions that are gross. I have rubber gloves on because you never know what you're gonna touch on the plane. Baby stuff, puke. Hopefully this plane isn't too dirty. Go, 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 go.
The cleaning crew has just 7 minutes to get the plane ready for another flight.
What does he find headsets?
If they're good, throw them more to the center right now. Up on top. You can put the good ones up on top, the bad ones throw in the trash.
And pillows, do you throw them where?
Throw them right in the middle here.
Okay.
Gather them up at the end.
My last job, we cleaned planes. There was just 2 of you cleaning the plane by yourself between every flight. I mean, there was no cleaning crews ever. It's a lot of pressure to have to clean a plane in 7 minutes because if it's late, it costs the company money and it's on your shoulders to get it done.
You're moving like you're doing good over there.
That's looking nice.
If they can't finish cleaning the plane in 2 minutes, they might cause the airline delays and financial losses. Coming up on Flight Attendant School.
Whew, running out of time.
I'd rather deal with people than bags because that's tough work. We're going to go to a challenge course.
Always keep a smile even though you're crying inside.
Flight attendant trainees are taking a break from practicing emergency procedures and spending a day at the airport learning about other Frontier employees' jobs. Chris and the cleaning crew only have a couple of minutes to get this plane ready for another flight.
You got a bad feeling?
Yeah.
Whew, running out of time.
Okay.
Time.
I'm 34.
That was a quick 7-minute little workout. Broke a sweat. Luckily, I didn't find anything too disgusting.
Now you got a feel, huh?
Yes.
What happened?
Now we appreciate you big time.
Yeah, we did.
For the first time out, they did an excellent job. They listened good, and they followed all instructions. So I think these guys will make good flights. I'm looking forward to working with them in the future.
Although his goal is to become a flight attendant, the Walk a Mile program has given William a new perspective on the many other jobs at Frontier.
I'm going to back the plane out for it to take off. It's pretty neat. It's a different view from up in the plane.
William and the other students proudly push the aircraft down the ramp, knowing that their flight has left the gate on time.
I think I did well in the walk a mile, and everybody else did great. I don't know if we all thought we were going to enjoy it as much as we actually did.
As a result of their on-time success, the students have all passed their Walk a Mile evaluations.
The class, everyone passed, so that's cool.
Everyone in the class passed, so we're all here and no one's gone home yet.
There was a huge exhale. Everybody's adrenaline was, everybody's shaking. And it was just overall happy feeling.
The students did great. Doing all these jobs, it makes them more well-rounded because, again, they get to see our job versus their job.
After getting high marks for her work at the check-in counter and for assisting with the lavatory service, Annie has a greater appreciation for all the jobs at Frontier.
I think this experience, along with the other ones I've dealt with today, are definitely going to help me being a flight attendant because you are more sympathetic towards the other employees on the job, and you kind of realize more what they do, because a lot of people stereotype the positions and think, oh, like flight attendants, we're just servers in the sky, or oh, they just do that. But I mean, there's a lot more to it, and they have to know more, and all day to day I've realized that. So. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Annie.
I wouldn't choose anything other than being a flight attendant because the flight attendants have it pretty easy. Dealing with passengers is way by far easier than bags. And some people say I'd rather deal with bags than passengers. I'm the other way around. I'd rather deal with people than bags because that's tough work.